dear friends, everyone have an important significance in our life, that is reaching the age of adolescence. We already saw the reproduction of animals and plants take places. Friends, do you know the reproduction is only take place after the plant or animals are matured or growing up? How to measure they are grown up? A lot of hormones were working in that growing up period. Different types of changes will happen at that period. In the chapter named as Reaching the Age of Adolescence, we can learn this in a detailed form. So we can start our journey through this lesson. Growth begins from the day one is born. But upon crossing the age of 10 or 11, there is a sudden spurt in growth which becomes noticeable. The changes taking place in the body part of growing up. They indicate that we are no longer a child but are on the way to becoming an adult. Growth is a natural process which involves physical and mental development of an organism. The period of life when the body undergoes changes leading to reproductive maturity is called adolescence. There is certain stage in the life of every individual human being called as puberty. Different changes are occurred in the stages of puberty. They are: number 1, increase in height. There is a sudden increase in height. At this time, the long bones, that is the bone of the arms and the legs, elongate and make a person tall. Initially, girls grow faster than boys, but by about 18 years of age, both reach their maximum height. The rate of growth in height varies in different individuals. Some may grow suddenly at puberty and then slow down, while others may grow gradually. Next changes is changes in body shape. There should be a number of changes in body shape at this time. That is, in boys, broadening of shoulders and widening of chest, development of broad shoulders and a narrow waist. Third one, voice change. There is a typical change in the voice due to an enhanced growth in larynx, forming a protruding structure called as Adam's apple. Boys develop deep voice, in girls development of high-pitched voice. Fourth one, development of sex organs. At puberty, male sex organs like the test and the penis develop completely. The test also begin to produce sperms. In girls, the ovaries enlarge and the eggs begin to mature. Also, ovaries start releasing mature eggs. And the fifth one, increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. In the case of boys, sebaceous glands secrete lot of oil and leads to development of pimples. Sebaceous glands secretes much of oil which makes the skin glowing. Sometimes it also results in acne. In girls, sweat glands are active, secreting lot of sweat, and sebaceous glands secrete lot of oil and leads to development of pimples. And the sixth point, reaching mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. Intellectual, emotional and physiological maturity is attained in boys and girls. Okay friends, now we moving on to the next topic, secondary sexual characters. These are the characters that are used to distinguish a male from a female. Boys also develop hair on their chest. In both boys and girls, hair grows under the arms and the region above the thighs or the pubic region. The changes which occur at adolescence are controlled by hormones. Hormones are chemical substances. These are secretions from the endocrine glands or endocrine system. Friends, do you heard about hormones? Now we are going to see about hormones. Hormones are the chemical substances secreted by endocrine glands to regulate many physiochemical functions in the human body. Glands in our body are of two types, endocrine glands and exocrine glands. First we are going to see about endocrine glands. These releases chemical substances called as hormones. These are ductless glands secreting hormones directly to the bloodstream, which are carried by blood to the target organs. Example, pituitary glands, gonads, etc. Another type is exocrine glands. These secrete digestive juices rich in enzymes. These are the glands which process ducts to release their secretions directly into the target sites. Example, gastric glands, liver, etc. Now we can learn the role of hormones in the initiating reproductive function. Endocrine glands releases hormone into the bloodstream to reach a particular body part called target site. The target site responds to the hormone. The test and the ovaries secrete sex hormones. The sex hormones are under the control of hormones from the pituitary gland. Now we are going to see about the topic menstruation. Hormones from pituitary stimulate test and ovaries to release testosterone and estrogen released in the bloodstream and reach parts of body and stimulate changes in body at onset of puberty. A reproductive phase of life in humans are vary from the male to female. The capacity for maturation and production of gametes lasts for a much longer time in males than in females. The shedding of the uterine thickening along with its blood vessels at the end of menstrual cycle is called as menstruation. The menstrual cycle takes place every 28 to 30 days. One ovum is released by either of the ovaries during one menstrual cycle. In the absence of fertilization, ovum and the thickened uterine walls are disrupted and are shredded off as menstrual flow or bleeding. Bleeding continues for 3 to 8 days. Menstrual cycle involves maturation of ovum, release of ovum, thickening of uterine wall and menstruation. Sex chromosome in sperms determine the baby's gender. So, now we are going to see about chromosome. Okay friends, let's see about that. Humans have 23 pair of chromosomes in each cell. A pair of chromosome forms the sex chromosome. Males carry XY and the females carry XX chromosomes. Reproductive cells gives rise to gametes by the division of meiosis. A gamete is a mature reproductive cell, a sperm or an ovum. If a sperm carrying X fertilizes the ovum with the X chromosome, then the resulting baby is a girl. If a sperm carrying Y chromosome fertilizes the ovum with the X chromosome, then the resulting baby is a boy. Hence, males are responsible for the gender of the newly formed babies. Gender determination of an unborn baby is considered illegal in India. Apart from the pituitary, the testes and the ovaries, there are other endocrine glands in the body such as thyroid, pancreas and adrenals. First we are going to see about thyroid gland. Thyroid gland present in the throat region produces thyroxine and the calcitonin. Thyroid gland is the largest endocrine gland of the body. Secretions of thyroxine hormone requires iodine. And the second one, pituitary gland. The pituitary gland or the master gland control the secretion of hormones from the other endocrine glands including the thyroid, adrenal, etc. And the third one, pancreas. Pancreas is the second largest endocrine gland. Endocrine part of pancreas is made up of alpha cells, beta cells and delta cells. Fourth one, adrenal glands. These glands are present above the kidneys. They mainly secrete a hormone called as adrenaline. Adrenaline maintains salt balance in the blood. Next is very important topic, that is reproductive health. A person with complete physical and mental health is termed as a healthy individual. Good personal hygiene is the first step to good health. Reproductive health involves personal hygiene and proper caring our body, especially reproductive parts, by keeping them clean. Adolescents should maintain proper reproductive health by personal hygiene as almost all the body parts are active. Adolescents need to engage themselves at different types of work to be active. Next, nutritional needs of the adolescents. Adolescence is a stage of rapid growth and development, so the adolescent should be under perfect balanced diet. A balanced diet means that the meals include proteins, carbohydrates, fats and vitamins in requested proportions. Avoid packed and fast food items in your diet. Next, personal hygiene. Everyone should have a bath at least once every day. It is more necessary for teenagers because the increased activity of sweat glands sometimes make the body smelly. All parts of the body should be washed and cleaned every day. Next one, physical exercise. Walking and playing in fresh air keeps the body fit and healthy. All young boys and girls should take walks, exercise, play outdoor games. Listen, dear teenagers, you are traveling through a period of much activity in the body and mind, which is normal part of growing up. So do not feel confused or insecure. Drugs like narcotics should be totally avoided. A person should not be confused state to accept drugs. Drugs make a person dull in his way of thinking, studies and even daily activities. And also beware of HIV, which can be transmitted from an infected person to a healthy person by sharing syringes used for injecting drugs. Okay friends, this is the end of this chapter. I hope all of you enjoy this chapter. So we will meet again with another chapter. Till that, goodbye.